Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Miles Has Not Played the Game for a While, part 32, and we're apparently supposed to talk to, I think we're supposed to talk to you. I think we've done everything in this room except for talk to you. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would! It is her. Ah! Okay. That would have been my, but didn't they say it was somebody else? I thought they said like a name and it was like, I don't recognize that name. Actually, do we even know her real name? Maybe that's the joke. Because if that's the joke, that's pretty good. Because now I think about it, don't we only ever call her Old Bag? I mean, they do, not me. I'd never call anybody that. This is what they call fate. How could this happen 2 days in a row? What the? Aren't you Miss Oldback? Why are you so surprised? Ha, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now, because I mean, that would have been my initial guess as to who the lady or the Pink Princess was supposed to be, but... You are acquaintances with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, Majipu, you don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious Edgy-Poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you. You misjudged him? There's no such thing. Judges have to be perfect and impartial. They cannot make mistakes. Because if a judge makes a mistake, then I might not be able to receive the perfect verdict. I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know? That was no misjudging on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. Unless as if the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. Simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Edgy-Poo, I'd chase you forever to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francesca and I actually see eye to eye. First things first, you gotta know I'm a real... Every fucking time, man. You gotta know I'm a real one. A present? No, obviously I can't simply give you a piece of evidence. I see. You're just embarrassed to give it to me in front of all these people. Don't worry, I can wait. A present of love for my Edgy-Poo is beyond worth it. What a bother. You only knew how much, Francesca. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewater Land as the, Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago! It was literally yesterday. That was yesterday! Look, I worked at Global Studios for a long time ago, right? Weren't you a security guard? They called me up this morning kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. Happened so suddenly they called me in to be her okay, so maybe they did say the name of the original person. Do they not have enough people on... Because, like, don't we... But you have a legal name. Ex-security lady. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wendy Oldbag, that's it. And I don't remember what name they used earlier. Obviously, I gotta hit my R key. Does this go back far enough? No, it doesn't. Did they not have enough people on staff at the studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am playing the role of the heroine. Said that. Mindy, that's it. Yeah, I definitely knew your ass. You're not no Mindy. They weren't making Mindys back in your day. Maybe. I mean, Mindy, that's not really a new name. That doesn't really sound like an old name. Like, nobody in the Great Depression was named Mindy. You know? Maybe? That was like, that... They couldn't come up with that shit until after World War II, okay? The poor girl, I feel bad for her. They'll let me stand in for her. She's gonna have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly great at reading on stage in front of people and to be standing at the very last second, all those important lines through the ragdolls of the shuriken, and the audience is in a uproar if they haven't got her dressed. But I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons. I can't keep up. I feel like it's going faster than normal. I feel like normally I can somewhat keep up. Hit the steel samurai instead of the enemy, and the audience is in uproar, but as an avant-garde actress, they'll forgive me. You are rather lively, old lady. So basically you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I got it right here. Look. Read 'em and weep, baby. It appears she is telling the truth. I mean, you don't know. You only got your eyes open. You can't read it. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door of my room. I mean, that does like it says Wendy. I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. I mean, if it's upside down, it reads like Mindy. Kind of. Because, I mean, that does, well, I mean, I presume it's supposed to say Mindy, but why did they write their W so fucked up? Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. Windy. I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you think you could get my name right? There's no accent in my name. This horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? Oh, yeah. Dude does have pretty horrible. Oh yeah, he does kind of write his M's like that. That's kind of funny. But like only big M's. His normal M's are fine. Except for this one. This one's also fucked up. But his N is on fucking point. That's like basically a perfect N almost. Fucked up thing is, this is basically what my handwriting looks like. I mean, I can make an M better than, I mean, I'm not that fucked up, but like this, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's terrible. Now you're here, Edgy Poo. I feel 100% safe. Honestly, like, I have no clue how like my professors in college were able to read the shit that I wrote. Especially, you know, since we had to do a lot of like, well, all of our exams were like handwritten. And usually we had to write, well, because I did history. So it was a lot of writing and stuff. And so we had like normal out of class essays, but all our exams usually have like a, like essay, they would be like essay based. And you do them like in class, like impromptu. And I have no fucking clue how they were able to read the shit that I wrote. Because I mean, A, you're writing a lot and you're writing it fast. Because you only have like an hour or so to write like 10 pages. But somehow they were able to read it. I don't know. Because it would be terrible. Like, even I wouldn't be able to read it. I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying here, man. You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Has mistakes from bad penmanship. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? Ah! After the show was over, I've had nothing but free time on my hands. No crime time here. I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. It was warming her hip. Yes, yes. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. Hold it! If you could please not cling to my personage. In any case, I'll take it then that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden. My body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Prosecutor Von Karma, I've got a dog. I just wanted to let you know. Goodbye. Holy hell, look at him. Holy. Good work. You may leave now, officer. Do I leave with the dog, or does the dog stay? This dog is unbelievably cute. I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu. Looks like you guys got some pretty bright dogs in this country too. I'm something of a dog myself, you know what I'm saying? You're a real cutie, ain't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of. I think its name is Missile. I think I vaguely remember. Did we use a dog? I know we used a dog. Well, no, were we looking for a dog in one of the previous games? I remember a dog named Missile. That sounds familiar. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. I don't think that dog's really doing much attacking, no offense. And I don't think any hardened criminal is going to be like, oh no, the fucking 10-pound dog is going to get me. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know? Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! Breaking news. There has been a missile attack at the Alabastian embassy. Good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? Like a certain someone. I mean, that is kind of fucked up that he found something at a place we investigated. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Francesca, isn't that an official samurai dog in stores now at selected locations? That's fucked up, man. You can't show that to... This game's like rated PG or something, man. You can't be showing that to kids. That's like something out of It. No, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. Well... I mean... He probably won't die. I don't know if it's alright. If it's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai, I'm sure he'll be fine. Samurai dogs have not been cleared by the FDA. That's quite a bit of information you got there in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog in there in the first place. Well, I mean, do we really need to think about why there would be a samurai dog in the fireplace? Seems pretty obvious. Looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. What do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. Wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Maybe that's the point. Maybe he wants it to be tiny. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstance, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Only one person who would own a shirt? Alright, Francesca, fess up. Oh, whoops. Alright, Larry. Fess up. Fess up about the undershirt, buddy. Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope! Okay. Please, Larry, there's no judgment in this zone. We don't care. The idea of gendered clothing is stupid to begin with. Clothes are clothes. It's all just a social construct. Things that used to be considered men's clothing are now considered women's clothing now. and vice versa. We should not let the machinations of society impede on who we want to be, Larry. Be honest, Larry. He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. However, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. In that case, you keep on investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue the investigation. It is with great dread I proceed and do what I must to solve the case. Alright, fine. I mean, presumably it's you. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored... Brown? I mean, I guess it's brown. It's more of a salmon to me, but... Oh, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? My old bags? All you had to do was ask. Would have gladly give you as many as you like. Yuck. Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here at the crime scene. What? Come now. Why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing. Nothing I tell you. What? I admit I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that Pink Princess costume was like I was being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy Poo. Are you claiming you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I'd been the one to find the body, you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am now? I'll tell you, it's always like it's always my fault for some reason. No, that tabloid article's missing, the camera's missing, the lawyer makes sure it's my fault. They're missing, it's missing, it's a matter of my husband. If we got married, I'd say I guess I'm stuck marrying you. What kind of propose is that? Well, I don't deserve it if I can't help it if you marry. Honestly, men these days. Yeah, damn sure I'm always saying that shit, lady. Okay, it's always like this. It's always my fault for some reason or another. That weekly tabloid article is missing, the camera's missing, the lawyer I always make sure it's my fault they're missing. Speaking of missing, there's a matter of my husband. Can you believe when we got married, he said, married, so I guess I'm stuck marrying you. What kind of way of pose is that? He should have done is he should have whispered in my ear, I don't deserve you, but I can't help it. Will you marry me? Honestly, men these days. Weekly tabloid articles missing, cameras missing. Is that something we've accused her of doing in the past? I assume so. I don't remember that, but... well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions. But I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt on the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours? Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. And so the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose you should ask for more details. Samurai dogs. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo. Hold it! If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you and Miss Oldbag? Nice, man, I guess. I'm glad you finally found someone. You really don't change, do you? When you learn to take a joke. That samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present. Studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. You're supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them I had to pile them under the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. You gonna stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting in the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show? Well, by preparation means sample them as well. Excuse me? I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kid's show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good I couldn't stop. So I went back to my room as I had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? When I only give you one, the rest are all for me. This old bag took and ate a few from the dressing room. A few. Look, the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Alright. You know anything about the damn old samurai dogs? You've all been talked to. So what type of logic do we got? Well, we got smoke, we got used a fireplace, and we got an undershirt. We'll start here. If I can eat my ass. The shirt was in the fire, man. That makes some damn smoke. There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not? I mean, Larry's saying something stupid. Isn't that, like, that doesn't contradict facts? That's just, you gotta expect that, man. Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There's testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? I see, so what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Mrs. Oldbag's fire. Basically, the fireplaces of the neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Precisely. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. What the fuck? Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. Yet despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There's an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at its nooks and crannies. What in the... Okay, so I was kind of confused when they say next room. So it's like this is a connecting wall then. I was thinking next room was like down the hallway. Because I was like, how in the hell am I supposed to buy that they got connected? But okay, if it's supposed to be the room she's talking about is on the other side of this wall. It apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room? There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact there's a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. We know the fireplace connects the two rooms. And how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the Masked 2's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. But she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe, this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Masked 2's murder. It does have something to do with my investigation being completed. It would appear the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on, ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I will show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. You just work the boombox. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. But my lie? I know there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us. Well, what's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Because you always lie, Larry. A lying Larry lies lavishly, lavatorily, yep. Curse you, I should just hurry up and die already, that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world, and then kill myself. And throw everything into mass confusion. You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. I'm already dead. A man who is ready to die is strong-willed, you know? Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although, allow me to say, I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, I'm still gonna lie a couple times though, if that's okay with you. This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? But like, not really. I'm gonna probably like lie, and then you're gonna say that's a lie, and then I'll be like, actually what I meant was... What happened? What didn't happen? The works! Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did upon the roof that night. Well, I don't know if I can tell you exactly what I was doing on the roof. This is still a family-friendly game, you know? After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. And they already got that shit framed? That's impressive. After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like this is a rare thing, you know? No, I don't know. Then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I finished telling you not to lie anymore. Yeah, but I said I was gonna do it anyway. It's kinda ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. You're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to. I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Asking for a friend, what was the lie, man? Oh man, gotta get a little stretch in. Hold it! You left the pushcart? Could you please clarify that statement for me? So the wheels on the pushcart got covered in dirt from the rose garden. Would have made a mess of the floor inside, so Ambassador Alba said just to leave it. Oh, so you're saying you left it in the rose garden. And she was like... She ate it from the room. Now, I don't know where the rose garden is, but presumably the rose garden is a garden. Not the guest room, so... I guess we already have it, but we'll go ahead and press through. It would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy. Come to think of it, I recall seeing the Pink Princess on my way into the embassy. And what was she doing? Man, nothing in particular, but she was being carried by some docs on a stretcher. She must have been incapacitated by the pain of her bad hip that she suffered during the show. So I came to the embassy, right, and then... Okay, we'll content it up. Hold it! So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? Yeah, can you believe it? I did something really cool for a change. Honestly speaking, there's nothing interesting about shaking some guy's hand. Hey there, are you discrediting another country and their very own embassy? I someone with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second. What do you mean you have roots in this country? Aren't you from Germany? Don't you come from one of the real countries for some reason? Some countries are real, some are fake. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. What is it with all you? You keep saying that kind of thing, and I'll tell only lies. You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. Alright already, you don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy. Hold it! Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter. I know, I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a little bit harsh? Long G says, true friends are bosom friends. And then he said, bosoms, haha. If you're in trouble, call on your bosom friend, who your shoulder you can cry on. Bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony. Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that the Agent Long is only out here to arrest you, Larry? Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened? It's me, I'm taking over the investigation. Sorry, you thought this was Miles' Ace Investigations? Nah, man, it's Long Ace Investigations. Hold it! I should hardly think the chimneys are that rare. Agreed, especially since they were a traditional feature of American houses. Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is the really romantic type. A romantic chimney? It might sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them, and I just had a good feeling about that chimney. You ever hear the song Mommy's Kissing Santa Claus? Well, I thought I'd go down the chimney as Santa and then I'd be getting a kiss. You know what I'm saying, Edgy boy up top? Okay, that's cool. It's cool. I get it. You're investigating. Maybe later. Hold it! You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. I was down at Gourd Lake. I'd appreciate if you would dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. I don't remember me and Santa. I mean, I remember Gourd Lake. Well, I don't remember Gourd Lake, but I remember Edgeworth's case involved the lake, and his reaction is presumably the one where he totally shot that guy, but didn't, or something. It sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perks to being childhood friends, huh? Long is really starting to wish you'd played the previous games, because Long is feeling a little lost right now. Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know? Santa don't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all. Well, I mean, not anymore. Not since the incident. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa's a big deal? Honestly, yeah, sure. I just want to see what he says. Actually, I believe in the case of this man playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. You saying your buddy ain't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely. Hit the nail on the head, Agent Long. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something, Larry. You know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know? Yeah, I mean, it took me a few extra years, but they passed me along. You know that No Child Left Behind shit? That was because of me, Larry Butts, because I was getting left behind. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present. I was, delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love. Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present to was most certainly this. Well, presumably Mindy, but she's not here. So, I guess I'll say her. Because it's like, we're saying the Pink Princess. But he thought the Pink Princess was somebody else.
Take that!
Interesting taste you got there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. Okay, never mind. I don't want to see Miss Oldback so much that I try and go down a chimney. Ow! I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady. I must admit that I myself hardly ever have wanted to run into that. Maybe we're right, never mind. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Okay, well, I'm glad we pressed it all for content then, because I feel like the contradiction was he left the cart in the rose garden, yet it obviously wasn't left in the rose garden. Now, could you easily explain that as somebody else moved it after the fact? Yeah, sure, but like, that was a lie. Right? Define wrong impression. I simply mean the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this.
Take that!
Larry, I'd like for you to take a look at this piece of evidence. No way! What? It's not really all that important, is it? It's always like this. You acting so high and mighty, then you bully me. That's why I refuse to look at it. What? Well, I mean, if you say so, Francie, only because you say so. Some people never change, even if their attitudes do change at the whim of women. So what's up with that anyway? Did I get it wrong or not? Why, it's proof that you never even knew existed, of course. Oh, is that all? Well, I don't need it right now, so I'll just give it back to you. I got you on the ropes now, don't I? What? How is that not it? Larry didn't know one very important fact. Oh, okay. It's that... Yeah, she had to stand. Okay, that actually... I guess I'm slightly jumping ahead.
Take that!
Honestly, I forgot that was a piece of evidence. This is something the old lady... Whoops, my bad. This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems this man is quite taken with that actress. That's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiot, coward. Apparition of a man. Okay, let's try that again. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Mr. Prosecutor, what the fuck? What game am I in? When I signed up to be in this game, I was told it was going to be about serious investigations into serious crimes and the morality and ethics of law and law enforcement and why people do things. And instead, I'm in a fucking comedy routine. Long G is not happy. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. What the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy, looks like I got the hang of this court thing. We're not in court at the moment. Shut up, brother. You know it's an abstraction, man. I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Long G says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. Shouldn't form conclusions till everything's out in the open, which is why I'll listen. I can keep going for a minute or two. But we'll have to call it here in a second. Larry, you have forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be a rest. Well, actually, I guess I've only got like a few minutes, because I do have to go. We're about to get interrupted for a while. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and call it here a little early. As opposed to me, like, trying to come back, like, tomorrow to record 5 minutes. So yeah, we'll continue questioning Larry next time. And see if we can, move on to the next section of the investigation. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.